What's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Aus bringing you guys another video. Today I'm bringing you guys something that I think you guys all will be interested in. It's a really good run play against the meta of nickel normal. It's good against most runs. Against most formation, 3-5 odd, 3-5, whatever. But personally, I think you're going to see a lot of nickel normal, especially in mud drafts. And this is something I love to go to in the red zone. I'm not much of a runner. I personally like to pass the ball a lot, so I don't go to it in the middle of the field. Maybe in a short yardage down, possibly, but rarely would I ever go to it outside the red zone. However, it'll work everywhere, and I know some of you guys like to run more than others, so I figured I'd give it to you guys. It's just I-form slot stretch, and I'm going to leave auto flip on for nickel normal because that's how most people are going to run it, and when they do that, the corner will be on the wide receiver side, which is exactly how you want it. So when that's the case, this is how it's going to set up. All you're going to do is playmaker this run to the left. That's it. Right out of the huddle this year, it allows you to playmaker the run, which is just right toggle stick to the left. Real easy, real simple. And you can see if I playmaker it back, that it goes to the right. Now, in years past, you couldn't do this right out of the huddle. He would tap his, you have to wait till he gets to the line, he would tap his butt, and it would be a tell that you were flipping your run. Now you can do it right outside the huddle so that they can't see that you're doing that. So you're going to do it to the wide receiver side, right to the left every single time. The second thing is you want to run it to the short hash. So since I have playmaker to the wide receiver side, I want the wide receivers to be on the short hash. Now I'm just going to run this without a user for a little bit to show you guys how successful it can be. And you can see you get free 8 to 10 yards every single time. The blocking angles are perfect. Everybody holds their blocks. I'm not sure why, but you're going to see it over and over. I'm just going to run it constantly and show you guys that it's going to work. Now, obviously, you guys can say, I don't have a user on this play, and I'm going to show you guys that in a second, that it's still going to work. But I have 2 controllers, so I'm not perfect, but I will show you guys that it will work through the use of replays and just picking different gaps and such. But you can see they're setting that edge every single time. Then you get out in space with chances to make people miss. But you are literally gaining 8 to 10 yards every single time without being touched, without even having the possibility of getting touched. So here we go again. Just going to run it a few more times. And the better receiver you have out there blocking, the better it's going to be. As you can see, I'm going to show you guys on the replay. This was a good one. This wide receiver is kind of getting cooked. So you see, the corner just threw him out the way. But if you have like guys like Amari Cooper, T.Y. Hilton, pretty sure Julio's decent as well. If we're talking about Mutt, you get those guys on the outside, they'll do a better job for you and they'll hold their blocks better. So I'm getting, let's see, I got 7 or 8 yards here. I spun the wrong way, and my receiver got punched in the mouth, and so he couldn't block anyone. Not only, a lot of the time he'll block this guy and then he'll move downfield for you and go get the safety for you, but he couldn't do either of those because he was on the ground. So I still got 7 to 8 yards while spinning the wrong way and getting my guy blocked like that. So I'll just run it a couple more times here, just showing you guys that, and then we'll move to the next spot. I'm sure you guys can hear that background. I'm sorry guys, I live in Baltimore and guys are just crazy. They just rev their engines. But see, that fullback setting that edge perfectly every single time. Now, here's what we're going to look at next. So, obviously, I'm sure people are going to say in the chat, yeah, well, if there's a user, maybe he can make that play. Well, I'm going to show you guys that. Now, I'm not going to be running. The computer's going to be running. I can't guarantee they're going to pick the right hole, but I'm going to go to the replay every single time and show you guys the cut you can make so that it's a free gain. So, he made a decent cut, but I thought he should have went outside. Show you guys it again. They try to fill this gap, still 8 yards, right? So let me show you guys that on the replay really quickly. So if they try to cut you off in this shorter gap, they don't force you back inside, then you just run outside, you get your 8 to 10, right? Do it again. This time I'm going to try to hold the outside container and force him back inside. Can't guarantee that he'll do it correctly, and he did it. So now, it's actually pretty good. When I was practicing this, I had to go to the replay a lot to kind of see where the gap would be. but they actually made a good cut there. So this time I take outside contain, and he cuts it back inside. So you guys saw the time before, I filled this gap where Sherman was, right here, and he pretty much blows me up, and the running back just cuts outside for this free 8 to 10 out here. This time I try to fill the outside gap, and he takes it up the middle for about 10 yards. So we're going to try again. So the key to a good, but I'm going to tell you guys, the key to a good run against these formations, so you guys can do it on your own, you don't just have to use this one, is just finding one that will get every single person blocked. So maybe the run goes for 1 yard or 2 yards because your guard got hit and they block shedded. Maybe your wide receiver couldn't block at all and he got block shedded. Like, that's still a good run. You just need to have better blockers there and run it again, and you'll have success with it. Like right now I have Watkins and Hill, and they're not the greatest run blockers, but I'm still having success. So imagine if I had good run blockers there. But regardless, I'm going to show you guys again. I fill that short gap, and I just can't get there. I mean, you're not even on the running back. So when the computers run, like, they're bad a lot of the time. Like they don't really see the holes coming. They can't really read a user, and they don't use turbo well. But like I even beat Sherman here. Look at this. I get off his block, and I still can't make the play on a computer, and he still gets 6 yards. So you guys are gonna have a lot of success with this. I'll just show you guys one more time. I'll try to do the outside contain, and he made a really bad cut right there, but let me show you guys in the replay how much space he had if they try to take the outside contain. So if he tries to take the outside contain, if he doesn't run smack into Sherman here, look how much free space he has. So imagine he doesn't run into him. He actually just goes like right through here, this gap. Look at this free space to the outside. Endless space, guys. And I think that's something that you guys really need to be. I think that you guys, at least in the red zone, need to be doing this, because it's hard to score down there, and it's hard to find good runs against nickel normal, honestly. And this is one of them. So I think you guys should be utilizing this a lot. And honestly, like, they a lot of the time, if you haven't ran this before yet, they might get stuck. They might get stuck on Hitchens. If they're worried about you running the ball, like they might move this guy around and then worry about here, because you could technically run it left still too. I mean to the other side too. I mean, it's not the end of the world if they're pinching their linebackers. So I moved them there. Let me re-show you guys. So like, if they're doing this, they might have to be worried about you running this way with free space, and because the setup for nickel normal is to pinch your linebacker, so this guy comes in, so they might have to move their guy out here if they're like worried about the run to the right. And it's not nearly as good as the run to the left, don't get me wrong, but if they're worried about that and they're like standing over there, then it's going to be tougher for them to get back into play. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, that's it, guys. I mean, I think it's a really, really good run. I'm going to try to do more of this for you guys, because I know you guys don't want to pass the ball every down like me. I mean, it's a style choice. People like to run, people like to pass, and there's nothing wrong with either of them. So I hope you guys enjoy, man. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If we get 200 likes on this video, I'll drop you guys another run that I like to use against nickel normal. Can give you guys a lot of success from it. But that's it, man. Take it easy. Peace. My bad, guys. Just wanted to quickly jump into this real quick. I just wanted to show you guys. So we have Watkins and Hill out there blocking for us. Watkins has 47 run block, which is probably the more important one, because it's the one that needs to hold longer on the outside. The short one only has to hold for a little bit as you run past them to get to the outside. But Tyreek Hill, only 59. Neither of these are really like great. 59's around average, but I'm telling you guys, if you guys jump into MUT, you guys got really, really good receivers at run blocking that are actually like great receivers too, like Amari Cooper and T.Y. Hilton. So I think you guys really need to look at these as well, and just, if you want to, it's going to help you guys score in the red zone. Just put your two best blocking receivers in. Like, if you want to be cheesy, it's not something I do, put your tight ends there and let them go. But I'm telling you guys will have success with this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just a reminder, 200 likes on this video, and I'll give you guys another run for nickel normal. Take it easy, man. Peace.